What's going on? Out here with David. What up, dude?
Chilling.
What are we doing right now?
We are hiking around Jenny Lake in Jackson, Wyoming.
Yes, sir.
Incredible wildlife scenery. We're in the season where everything's growing prolifically.
Yeah.
And as we look around, we're in a region where you have tons of biodiversity and every single layer of the forest just growing, and which is incredible because the majority of the year we just get dumped on with several feet of snow.
Yeah.
And so for all of this to come back every year, like look at this field of wild raspberries.
Look at this.
Just
wow.
Food.
Boom.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Teeming with life.
Yeah. You don't seem that passionate about this stuff.
No, not at all.
So you've been out here in Jackson for how long?
Since November of last year.
Okay. Cool.
So we came in during the start of the winter season and then decided to stay. We were going to continue to travel, but there's so much packed in this sort of bubble of an ecosystem.
Right.
I mean, we're in the wealthiest city in America.
Yeah.
And
Teton County.
Yeah, only second, or the only person close to us is Manhattan,
right.
Just to give you a figure.
Right.
And so it seems very small town, but with over 100 billionaires living in this area alone, there's a great divide between the working class and the ultra wealthy.
Right.
At the same time, that creates a lot of opportunity.
Yep.
For a lot of stuff. Like
a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So
sick.
It's just been an awesome journey living
cool.
here, and I haven't even scratched the surface of.
Yeah. And I mean, you're already so knowledgeable of everything out here. You're telling, we picked up some hikers on the way here, and you saying what to do where and all this stuff. So that's impressive for sure. I met David because I'm up here for 6 weeks doing a job up here. I needed a car just to last the 6 weeks. We connected on Facebook Marketplace because you were selling a Subaru turboed out with all these mods. So met him through there, and now we're hiking out in the amazing wilderness here. And yeah, it's Jenny Lake. So you're gonna get a little glimpse of hiking in the Grand Teton National Park. We're doing just like a 2 to 4 mile, I think, hike, just a little loop, and then yeah. So you'll come along and see how it is. So let's do it. Boom. Woo!
All things pass with time. Don't fail, hold too tight. Supposed to tug to the sleep. All you know is what you see. When the time comes, don't cry. Be up there in that sky. Keep your heart, you ain't more. I'll get home. Someday, when I'm
Some rub action.
Yeah.
So this is when the elk and the moose will come by and they'll rub their antlers on here because they'll get like a buildup of like skin actually over their antlers.
Huh.
So when it gets hot, they'll go by all these trees and they'll rub that layer of skin off.
Right.
And because it's like super itchy. It's a fern you'll see after like wildfires and stuff like that.
Right.
Ferns will grow because the potassium has been depleted from the soil. So what these do, they're potassium fixers. They'll actually grow and their roots will be pulling carbon and, different things from the atmosphere. And then when this dies, it will actually replenish the potassium that was drained out of it. Yeah, it's like a whole...
So when it dies, it goes into the soil.
Yep.
Right.
It's a whole lifestyle thing. One of the keys to regenerative agriculture is roots in the ground at all times. And when you harvest stuff, you're not pulling the roots out normally unless it's like a baby green and you kind of have to. But other than that, you're chopping stuff and letting the roots decay back into the soil and feeding those like microbiomes that are going on.
That talking the woes you've gone and sing you 2 times of slaughter. Hard on the wind, rubber on the road, light on the lake and ready to go.
book called The Hidden Life of Trees.
Yeah.
Definitely a good read.
Little avalanche, eh?
Oh yeah. This is like, obviously it's trying to heal a wound. It's not going to happen. But all this, these are just super sugary dents.
Yeah, you can kind of smell it.
Yeah. And now that the bark is gone, what it's going to do is now pests can actually get through to this nutrition layer that they really want to get to. So it's a couple like decade process of like that happening. But what'll happen is like, first you'll have a bird that comes in and kind of pecks away and drills a hole, and then you have a beetle move in who kind of excavates some of this, and then you'll have another creature once that comes out. But every single layer of this thing, now that its shield is gone, is going to start burrowing in to get to the, because trees are producing a ridiculous amount of calories in sugar. And, you know.
And is this the formulation
proteins.
of that?
Yeah, a little bit of it. I mean, it'll produce this to...
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, I mean, this is what animals are after.
True.
Like when they're doing it. But this is the start of like this thing.
That's like an essential oil.
Yeah.
You know?
And pests, when you have pests, pests know when something is dying before we see the effects of it. So when we're saying, oh, this thing is going to die because it's getting infested with pests, it's actually the reverse. It's dying and it's weakened. Everything we see in nature has its own protective mechanism until its immune system is compromised. So maybe it produces a type of oil or something that repels stuff, but now that it's not producing that as efficiently, they can smell it and they hunt out those different weaker plants and they start devouring them.
So you're saying this isn't like, oh, this layer is gone, now the tree is on its way to decline. You're saying the immune system of the tree was declining, so then these signs show.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is all. Someday, ground up above, we shed that skin and that age-old crutch. God in the mind, devil in the sheets, lost like a child. That talk and the fear you've gone at, submit 2 times the slaughter. Body your bones, love in the eyes, everyone.
So when David and I first met, we quickly realized that we were both Christians. And on this hike, I wanted to set David aside and ask him about how he became a Christian, ask him for his testimony. So you're about to see a little snippet about that, but if you want to watch the full testimony video, be sure to click the link in the description below. All right, let's get back to this video. How was your life before, finding Jesus, and like, how did that work?
Yeah, I think it was mainly just being addicted and a slave to all my own wants and desires, and just fully giving into that, and the human condition, obviously, of suppressing the fact that there is a God.
Time like a plague, blood in the sun as the light it fades. That talk and the woes you've gone at, submit 2 times to the slaughter. Heart on the mend, rubber on the road, light on the lake, and ready to go.
Hey, I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more uncommon adventures like this one. Be sure to comment below what you want to see next on this channel, and also give it a thumbs up. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, thumbs up, peace. Testing. Click the post notifications button to get notified. This is dope. Oh boy.